pull up to the Twitch. This is where you can watch everything live and interact with chat. Link down below. The time we've been waiting for the last, I don't know how many days. It's here. Ash versus Yugi, Pokemon versus Yu-Gi-Oh! Death battle. Now listen, my heart goes to Pokemon. I've been a fan of Pokemon. I've been a fan of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Since I was a kid. You feel me? But my heart is saying Pokemon. My brain saying Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay? But I have no favorites here.
Shut your brain.
I have no favorites. So we're gonna watch this, see how it goes. Death battle, please don't make this a Mickey win. I want to be an even fun and enjoyment win or loss or tie, whatever, however this is gonna go. You feel me?
Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Oh my god, bro. This is gonna get crazy, bro.
Versus Yugi-Moto.
The biggest question from the playground. Pokemon or
Chat, I got Pokemon. I ain't gonna lie. My heart's telling me Pokemon. My brain's telling me Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. If Ash pulls out the legendary Pokemon, bro, he might have a chance. But the trap cards might take over the Pokemon. You feel me?
So thanks to our sponsor, Mad Mushroom, for helping us make it happen.
Yeah, go check out Mad Mushroom's newest game,
All
Night
right.
Swarm.
I'm not here for the ads, bro. I'm here for the battle, bro.
Hello there. Welcome
Make a channel
to the
point
world
bet.
of Pokemon.
Oh, the kids get their first one at age 10.
You need mods in chat?
If you don't
You
sleep
are
in
mod.
like Ash Ketchum
You got a
from
mod?
Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon master, though he didn't really know what
Ash-
that meant yet.
How about
25.
taking down your
Oh my! Ash is 35 years old now. Yo, Ash is as 2025. Ash is 35 years old. Yo, Pokemon been around for years, bro.
rivals to be the very best, like no one ever was. Better than Gary and his dumb groupies.
Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers at the Pokemon League tournament.
So Oak hooked him up with the electric mouse, Pikachu. And
This is
wait,
one of
he's your
my
problem now,
favorite
stupid.
no
Pikachu
first
was
animes, chat.
A lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
In
We
my
should note
decades
we
as a
are
10-year-old.
prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Ash is equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex. That's
Yo,
also a
imagine he
Pokemon,
tries to
but in a
capture
fight, Ash usually
one of the
chooses
Yu-Gi-Oh
Pikachu.
characters
If the
in like
yellow
a
red enough
in like a
voltage,
great
you'll regret it.
Pokeball or some
Even
shit.
ground types that would be immune to electric attacks in the games can't
Okay.
stop what this Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time, Pikachu
Yeah,
learned
they're
Volt
barely-
Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect attack for OKOing flamboyant thieves in air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again.
so clearly the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
But somehow
Literally,
they
bro.
used thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Yo,
Speaking
Pikachu
of
low-key
fast,
goated in
Pikachu
the
has
show, bro.
intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive
I
style.
forgot about
The guy
Iron
plays
Tail.
crazy,
Pikachu still has that. Is that right, you?
damage over
Right,
stalling.
you?
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and
I don't
Pikachu's
think that's
bond
the.
is
I don't think that's how.
magnetic and brought them new
Yeah,
allies.
I don't think they
Misty,
say that, bro.
Brock, Serena,
Misty,
just to name a
Brock.
few. Underneath
Yo,
the stubborn-
you know what's crazy about Brock? Bro, I thought Brock was blind when I was younger watching Pokemon, bro. I thought he was blind the whole time. I thought he just had like some type of daredevil, like aware of surroundings, bro. I know he's not blind now when I was like got older, but like when I first saw this, I was like, yo, no, how's this blind guy seeing everything that's around him?
stubbornness and crispy bikes,
It's
they are loyal
crazy.
friends.
Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras
His
are key
eyes,
in
yeah,
secret
that's what I'm saying.
fights,
Yo,
and
Ash
can
has
combine
a
their water attacks with
legendary,
Wily's Ice Beam.
like,
One time,
inventory,
his Weasel
bro.
got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass types like Bulbasaur and Torterra induce status effects
Are we gonna
and
see
heal with
Bulbasaur?
synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace. Yeah,
Sim
so you got a
Tao.
big,
Oh my, yeah.
scary, dark
Yeah, I
ride.
want to see
In
if
this
Ash is gonna
replay,
pull out a
Smeargle
legendary
victim.
Pokemon.
Or that's what I would say if Tobias didn't action replay a freaking Latios. Give my man a win, 4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just get me heated. Almost as much as in Burnape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll send
He's
my
gonna be in there?
Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and
Wait, if he actually-
roar.
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on
Charizard.
board. Pursuing pride over packs, Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that friendship
Dragonite.
motivated
Dragonite's
them
probably
to
one of my
dodge
favorite
light
Pokemon.
speed moves like
That and
Solar
a
Beam
Mew.
and Psybeam.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field. Even if you have a Blastoise like Gary, Ash will call for the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss! The people's elbow of Pokemon.
Seismic
Charizard's
Toss.
So strong,
Oh,
his
man.
flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokedex spells it out. Vanillix causes blizzards. Magikarp
Chat, I'm
loops
not
over
gonna lie.
mountains.
Someone asked me this before, bro. If I had a real life Pokemon, like, if I was a Pokemon trainer, right? Which one would I start with? Me personally, I always start. It's either in the younger gen, like Gen 1, Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5. I always went. It depends on the gen though. Like, if I'm thinking correctly, maybe Gen 4 was like Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and like Charizard, not Charizard, I'm trying to think. Is that set Gen 4? It might be Gen 4. I don't know, but I always went with fire. I always went with fire and water. I barely went with grass type. I don't know. Something about the grass types, except Bulbasaur, like it's kind of, I don't know, ass.
Into space, Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all. Surfetch, Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy. I can rock
Oh man, Scraggy. I forgot about Scraggy.
With new regions soar new flying types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has
Pidgeot.
physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly Piplup.
You want physical? Look
You
at
guys the Starter
Ash.
Squad?
This dwarf
Yeah.
somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log that's basically a whole tree, he chucked it like it was nothing.
Yo,
Ash
Ash
can
low-key
choose his own
strong,
hands
bro.
if he wants, and he does a lot. Maybe his secret is
Oh my
watching
God,
the
when he's trying to
Minnesota
punch-
Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to
punch
HMO
Mewtwo,
and
bro.
cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home.
Mimey.
Mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep,
OP
that
Pokemon
Mr.
too.
Mime, the stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This jackal excels at CQC.
Lucario- oh my,
and
wait,
shoots
Lucario?
steel beams and aura
I'm not gonna
spheres.
lie.
And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough
He's
to defeat
only-
champion
I feel like he's
Cynthia's
only
Garchomp.
winning-
Omega would have been handy at the
If-
Safari Zone when Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros. And he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again. Kid, just turn the hat backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength
Turn
is not
that
in
backwards
battle
and
theory,
lock in.
but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their
Greninja.
senses
One of my
and
favorite
movements,
water
transforming him
Pokemon too.
into Ash Greninja.
Greninja's him.
It comes with a huge power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja ran the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along like rice balls and
That might be
jelly-filled
Ash's
donuts.
downfall
They
though.
saved the
He
world from
shares the
Lysander, who
power,
tried to
like the
kill
health bar
all
with the
life.
Pokemon.
They fought the
He might
giants.
die like that.
The Reggie kind, not the New York ones. Who halted Reggie Gigas? Who can tow entire regions?
Ash's
That's one of
team
my-
battled
that's one of my
Steven
still-
Stone and Alon,
still
who fought the
Pokemon too.
terraforming
I like the
primal forms
Pokemon
of
a lot.
Groudon and Kyogre.
Don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no, Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, 4Kids.
Boomstick 4Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless, after his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Kaiju Gengar. He
Wait,
haunts
that's-
foes with G-Max
Yeah, I
terror,
need to tap
or
back
even
in the
swallows them
Pokemon
up.
shows,
I
bro.
bet
Like,
it
I didn't
smells
know
nasty in there.
Ash
They
and
were-
Pikachu also scored a
you know?
buff with their Z move. All they need is a power ring, some JoJo poses.
They
and
were, like,
Thunderbolt will evolve
adding new
into
powers.
10 million volt Thunderbolt. This rainbow lightning is their
What?
ace. You see this coming? You're cooked.
I think I saw this before.
Absorb
I think I saw this.
electricity? Cooked. Fused with
Like
an
on Twitter.
Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the
Solgaleo.
sun god, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally controls the concept of time. Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu, so it was gonna end with Pikachu. In the Tournament of Champions, and Alon, Ash faced the number one
Alon.
trainer. Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free! 4 kids, let my boy win! Yes!
Sure. Ash
Niggas have
did his
4
best,
kids.
and he had no
I might
regrets.
son win,
Now
bro.
free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that, to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and
Yo, Ash
Pikachu
is
threw a stick in
goated,
the air
bruh.
and walked the way it landed. Because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
I just goated, bro. Literally the most goated character ever in
You
anime.
wanna travel
One of the
world like
most
Ash, or look
goated.
as rad as Yugi, then we've got the threads for you.
This battle is sponsored by Quince.
Okay. I'm not here for the ads, bro. I'm here for the battle, buddy. Okay, show me Yugi.
What was the secret to such a glorious civilization?
Time travel, the divine hand, aliens.
I'm kinda-
They were gamers.
I kind of
Egyptians
think
played
they're gonna
games
win, bro.
With sorcery. These magical ceremonies punish dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz. They were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink.
Sadly, the
Mewtwo.
way of the Shadow Games was lost across
Mewtwo
time
definitely-
and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yu-Gi-Moto reassembled
do
it
think-
and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh
Turn
is
that
gonna-
game up.
Yu-Gi-Oh is gonna
Yugi was a
win.
shy kid that helped
If
run his
they
grandpa's
keep
game
the
shop.
trap cards, I
Little
think
did he
so.
know that completing the puzzle would link his
18,
spirit to an
5
ancient
foot.
pharaoh.
Yugi
Yami,
was like 4'7".
always
Not
willing to
Yugi.
lend
Ash
Yugi
was like
a
4'7".
hand And always on demon time while doing so. He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Whether it's griddle air hockey, Mario Party with chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to
Dark-
the graveyard
look
and
at the
take
dark
your foe
magic.
down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's
Dark
grandpa was
Wizard, I
kidnapped
mean,
by the
Blue-Eyed
deranged CEO
Dragon.
Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how. Playing a children's card game.
And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul, or the infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle is far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each
LARPing.
other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left
Chris-
leg Joey, Yugi
Yo,
and
Joey-
Yami were ready for anything.
Bro, I fuck with Joey so much, bro. Joey was, besides Yugi, bro, Joey was that guy to me, bro. Joey was that guy, bro.
Because Yugi had a
Joey
great
was that
early
guy,
deck.
bro.
Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps for setups. Oh, and Exodi... Oh, there they go.
Okay, if Yugi's deck is so good, why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face
Yeah, why
my
isn't that the
2,000
meta?
card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever strategist. His style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome?
Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have him multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him, but I'm about
Yeah,
brute
that
force.
dog
Buster
about-
Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen.
I have,
Summon
bro. I
spell
have
shoots bolts
all
of
them
lightning,
cards,
and
bro.
the giant soldier of
I think I
stone
have
can
Yugi's
destroy
whole deck,
moons.
bro.
Time Wizard's better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local area of time, turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark Magician, and
Dark
his
Magician. I
apprentice,
said Dark Magician.
Girl.
What did I
Both
say?
are masters of dark
I said dark
magic, and Yugi
magic
often
or
pairs them
something?
with the damage redirection
Oh, okay,
magic
never mind.
cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes
Yo,
monsters,
I'm so.
they
I
brought
think
down an
Ash
entire
is gonna have a hard
fortress.
time fighting this,
Wait,
bro.
That's not how the card game works. Is he cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real-world card game.
Yugi also has tons of spell cards.
Okay,
Monster
so they're
Reborn
going off
resurrects a
manga
fallen
and-
friend. Turn Jump is
Okay.
a time skip, and Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more
Pot
cards
of
like Pot
Greed.
of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards like
If things get dicey, he has more trap cards to level the field, like Dimension Space.
Bro,
which
that's what I'm scared of. The trap cards, bro. That trap card might mess up everything for the Pokemon. But if I'm thinking, they say they're picking up everything from the show and the manga. So in the real life card game, for Pokemon, they can't use the power surges, so give their Pokemon more. I mean, technically they have their own stuff from the show, but I don't know, bro. The trap cards might be a problem, bro.
Life points.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Control Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair
Oh,
these
man.
cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami
Yeah,
are
they
an
did it.
excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp.
Because Kaiba really wanted that salty run back against his rival.
Salt only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the
Merrick.
3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Slifer, the Electric Dragon, Ra, the God Phoenix,
Ra.
and Obelisk, who strikes with
Obelisk.
the power of
Bro,
infinity.
Obelisk?
This was a different ball game altogether.
probably
but
one of
Yugi
my-
was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So
my favorite.
Yami and Yugi
Out
kept
of all of
dueling
them.
on in a battle city that never wants to end. Or stop bullying Joey.
Yugi
but to
went
claim
out
the Egyptian gods,
for that
Yugi
long?
and Yami had to face them in
I think
duels,
Yugi had a lot.
pulling off
I
some
said Yu-Gi-Oh has a lot of
ridiculously high IQ
episodes.
plays.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning Magic, promptly defeating Ra.
This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kinda crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole.
Darkhold
Planet aligned that
Dragon,
moves solar
man.
systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity
Bro,
field
all
that
these
spawned
cards
an
are giving
entire
me, like,
universe.
But at the
Deja
top would be
vu,
the
bruh.
great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used
So
in
it's like
tandem with
yin
the
and yang?
bonds of his cards, Yugi can will duel monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards.
I knew it! He's been cheating all this time! He doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck!
Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever.
A royal
Yami
flush
rediscovered
every
his
round.
Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
She's the ultimate duel monster. Who
Bro, I
banishes
don't
Zork and all
remember
of his
this,
scary darkness
but
for
it's slowly
good.
coming back
The
to me,
epitome
bro.
of, screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti created
Screw
Yu-Gi-Oh's
you, I win.
multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing left to do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
Yugi moved on to
Bro,
a career in
what?
game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered
Wait,
as the
why don't-
greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried
Kaiba.
to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be another story, another duel, another game. And you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
Okay. Okay. Now,
The Battle of the Millennium is about
bro,
to
this
start,
is actually
but
gonna
we
be
wouldn't
interesting,
able to
bro.
make
I
it
don't know
happen
who's gonna
without some
win,
help
though.
From our friends at Raycon.
Can you shut the fuck
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Before we start, let's lay some ground rules.
We're treating this as a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
It's time to
What? wait, so yeah, hold on. So Yugi can spawn anything he wants. Ash can literally spawn every Pokemon in the universe in every gen. Bro. Okay, hold on. This might get crazy. I ain't gonna lie. There's like a 10-minute battle, bro. 9-minute battle, bro. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy. Bro, what? Okay. Animation's fire.
You okay, Pikachu? This Furon-4 is tricky. Hang in there!
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack. And I set one card face down to end my turn.
Oh.
Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him off with quick attack. Everyone else, back him up.
Okay. Okay. Come on, Lucario.
Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Oh shit.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card. Rise, Dimension Space!
Bro, what? So that is the W defense.
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
Every oh shit. Every Pokemon in the fucking universe, bro. Backwards hat. Okay. Alright. Bro, Charizard. Okay. He brought his whole deck. Okay. Okay. Bulbasaur and Squirtle. Okay. Oh my god, him with a suplex of doom. Okay, Lucario got a buff. Oh my god. Oh, everybody got the charge up. But if they get hurt though, Ash is getting hit, bro. The worst way. Bro, a literal god just spawned. He's probably about to spawn a literal god too, bro. Bro, he just spawned. Bro, what am I watching? I'm not gonna lie, my little kid self is smiling. My little kid self is smiling. Is that Okay. Oh my. Oh, bro. He just absorbed the energy? Oh my. Oh my god, Green Ninja. Oh my. Oh my. Now he about to pull out something out of his ass.
Don't worry, it's my turn now.
Oh my god. He's about to pull something out of his ass, bro.
I just need to believe in the heart of the cards.
Bro. Oh, brother. He's gonna fuse them.
Who's that Pokemon?
Haruxi, goddess of light. This is it. Magician.
Yo, Ash, pull out.
Haruxi, Joser.
Where's the other legendary Pokemon? Bro, I already knew some Mickey's. It's 5 minutes left. I'm sorry, but I already knew something Mickey was gonna happen. But it's 5 minutes left. I don't know.
Pikachu, let's finish this together.
What's about to happen?
10 million Thunderbolts!
Oh, it's 10 million. Oh my god.
You activated my trap card, Magic Cylinder.
That's literally, bro, I literally said, yo, the trap cards might be the problem against Yugi's. Say goodbye.
With it,
I'm
I'll
sorry.
send your Thunderbolt
I'm sorry.
back to attack your life points directly.
Bro. I already knew that was gonna happen,
It
bro.
was an awesome duel, Ash.
Bro, I knew that shit was gonna happen. Bro, I swear, bro. I literally said at the beginning, my heart takes Pokemon, but my brain takes Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. I already knew the trap cards were gonna be a problem. I already knew the trap cards were gonna be a problem against Pokemon, bro. It's just they're too overpowered against them, bro. They're too overpowered. Like, yeah, Pokemon got some strong attacks, but Yu-Gi-Oh with the trap cards, like that's what Yu-Gi-Oh is, bro. Trap cards. GG's. That was a good fight though. I'll say it. At the end, I was expecting it, but you know.
Oh, my childhood. Whiz, quick! I need your tears. We can save him.
There's a lot to this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters. Starting with experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best, and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience, but when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember,
True.
Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm
Yeah,
not
why-
just talking
why
about
Ash is like
Pikachu.
Deku
His
a little bit
power
right
of
there, what the
friendship
hell?
invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the cards is real. and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties
Right.
like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
Bro.
But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong
What
enough
if
to
Ash
chuck
threw
trees and
hands?
lift baby gods. Just punch him, man.
Oh,
well,
bro.
Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a
Mewtwo
close call,
over again.
but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
So it all
I
comes
would-
down
I would think
to the
so.
monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ashes can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole
Bro.
summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tiers scale to glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike and
Yeah,
Dialga's
that's-
Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's
Trap
strength
cards.
was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more Psychic Barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution, and so on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had, and he did not have a
True.
reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games. Meanwhile,
True.
Yugi had cards like Mirage, Ruler,
Dang,
and Monster
bro.
Reborn that
I
could
mean, I already
instantly
knew
recall
Yu-Gi-Oh
powers
was gonna
he's
win,
lost.
And
but
he can,
you know,
bend fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone
man.
cold.
That was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got
Pharaoh.
Yugi owned.
The winner is
Oh,
Yugi
brother.
Moto.
Man, yo, that was good. That was a good video. I'm not gonna lie. Yes. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yu-Gi-Oh got it. You know what I'm saying? Yu-Gi-Oh got it, bro. I already knew Yu-Gi-Oh was gonna win. Like I said, my heart was Pokemon, my brain was Yu-Gi-Oh. The trap cards just took over, bro. That's you know, that's the edge. That's the edge that Yu-Gi-Oh has over Pokemon.